Dude, there's an ungodly amount of siege happening right now. I didn't know it was possible to get overloaded like this. I literally have one monitor on almost every day with the main Rainbow Six stream because it feels like it's always on. There are so many games jam-packed into our lives now, it's really hard to keep up with everything. But this is how stages work. So I thought it was finally time we dive in and try to simplify stuff. If you're not able to watch every region, I don't blame you. But let's go ahead and round everything together and catch up to where we are currently at in Stage 2. I won't cover everything in super strenuous detail because if I did, we'd be here for a long time as I struggle to remember the proper pronunciation of every single Mexican player's name and somehow get them all incorrect. Let's go ahead and break this down. This is a new format, kids. We're gonna do a recap for the first time ever, and it's gonna suck, though everything I make sucks, so it's normal! We begin with the US division. We're 2 weeks done so far, and by Monday, we'll already be halfway done. That's when Phase 1 concludes, and we will know the winners and losers brackets and what they look like for Phase 2. NA terminology is weird for those who don't totally understand it. Go find the video from Jesse Chick down below about how the whole format works. Monday's winners will join the upper group alongside Space Station and TSM, and the losers fall to the lower group alongside Disrupt and the Sonics. TSM and SSG, 2 games, 2 wins, and they're looking as strong as they ever have. And we also have TSM to thank for giving us the phrase, get tempo stormed as a verb. God damn, that game was a smash. TSM set the current fastest NAL series record for beating tempo into the ground as hard and as fast as they did. It only lasted for 15 rounds because tempo won 1 round over 2 maps. It's freaking hilarious, dude. DG not having won a game isn't very surprising considering how lost they look. They don't have as much gusto as their performance last stage would suggest, but the Sonics not having won a map is really odd to me. Getting swept by DZ is understandable. By the way, I really like the idea of Dark Zero and the Sonics becoming more of a full-time rivalry, but getting swept by eUnited? That was eUnited's first series win in the NAL at all, and they looked glorious. Now I don't know if it's because SQ's just having a rocky start, or if EU is figuring things out, because even in a 2-0 loss to SSG the week prior, they look way more put together. Also, let me share this clip of eUnited's comms that they posted from the Sonics game.
50.
No! Let's go! Let's go!
Guys,
Let's
oh
go!
you guys are so good!
Hey, that's
Go.
The hype in that team is contagious as hell, dude. Low-key rooting for them to beat DZ next week. Europe had its 2 first play days this week, and I don't want to jump to conclusions, but Team Secret is God, and I shouldn't have doubted them. Oh dear lord. They're undefeated, not just 2 random games either. It's against G2 and Rogue, and now both of them are sitting at the bottom of the standings. That's not supposed to happen. If they can keep this kind of performance up, they just might be safe from relegations, especially if Chaos continues doing Chaos things, which it looks like they're still definitely doing. BDS is currently in first place, taking 2 wins of their own, but for everyone else, it's definitely too early in the stage to assume if their first week performance is a precursor to how well they'll do for the rest of the stage. Give it time. It's only the first week. Things still have to settle into place, but aside from that point, nothing else really seems that out of the ordinary in Europe, because BDS is still taking it. What also started this week on the main channel is European Challenger League. Remember when I said there's a lot of Siege now? I mean it. There's so much. I'm trapped and drowning watching Siege. Please help. It was a good introduction of the new EUCL format, but we got really close games in Group A and utter blowouts in Group B. Okay, dude, it's only the first week, I get it, but the next several weeks are going to prove if it's worth it for teams to be brought up from the national leagues if they just get smashed that hard. Sorry. Now, admittedly, there is some Siege I'm just not able to keep up with, so regions like Mexico, South America, and South Asia inadvertently will fall by the wayside and won't be things that I cover in this format. Like I said, there's a lot to pay attention to, but we can do these ones a lot faster. The Oceanic Nationals have been running since last week, and despite a roster move, the Pittsburgh Knights still sit on top. Remember when I said Okami was going to do really good this stage? I already regret saying it, please help me. Man, why do I suck so much at this? Oceania is also where we got probably the most notorious clip this stage of the Echo Yokai invincibility glitch.
Yeah, the Echo drones, please.
Okay, what? I don't get it done.
You got it? Okay.
It's indestructible.
You're fucking kidding me.
It's indestructible!
I'm sure this wasn't the only instance, but we've seen teams around the world come to gentlemen's agreements to not play Echo over the past few weeks, which finally led to UB unleashing the competitive quarantine. Finally. This is not an issue I want anyone to deal with at all. That is one hell of a glitch. We've known about it for a while. The only reason I'm peeved about it is because it took this long before that quarantine got put in place. Hope to see Echo back when he's unbugged, but That could be a while. APAC North hasn't been too crazy yet. Fnatic's undefeated, which is kind of a surprise. Given they're still playing on bad ping, I didn't expect them to come out this fast. We're 2 days in on that league, still way too early, but we've had the same number of undefeated teams as we do winless teams. Wait, Jacob, that's how a Swiss system works anyway. Canada had Mirage winning again, to literally no one's surprise. And Brazil's been trucking along for the past few weeks as well. Liquid, MIBR, and NIP all lead the way at the moment, but the story is FaZe Clan, who so far have only won one map and currently sit in dead last. Remember, they just picked up KDS a few weeks ago, and he's sitting in the middle of the FaZe pack stats-wise on primarily entry and flex roles for the moment. 1 week in, this wouldn't have been too bad. 2 weeks in, and it's looking a lot more problematic. So that is a disgustingly short overview over what's happened the past week, but there are some really good games going down this week that I wanted to point you to before we go. The first game is eUnited versus Dark Zero on Monday night. EU faced a very good SSG team and just barely lost in 2 maps, then played the Sonics and trounced them. With Dark Zero coming off of an SSG loss on Wednesday, I want to see if EU is capable of going toe-to-toe with another NA powerhouse. They are currently my favorite team to watch at the moment. Second game is Navi versus G2 on Wednesday. This just looks like a great matchup and should help continue the pace of the stage for both teams. And the third match is Fav Gaming versus Fnatic on Tuesday morning if you can catch it. I know it's a weird time frame, but I want to see if the Aussies can keep persevering despite the ping differences holding them back and keep up their undefeated streak for as long as possible. I know I really want to see them back on top. That is all from me. Happy Sunday, everybody. Let me know what you think of this format in the comments, and I will bring it back next week with a couple of tweaks if you like this enough. The recap, the quick bits, the suggestions, any and all feedback is appreciated. Hit up my Twitter, my Twitch, and this YouTube channel for more in the coming days. Please and thank you. Join Discord if you haven't already. Check out the Patreon page, all that shit. I don't plug this enough. I probably should start doing that more. I'll see you later. Peace.